Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Over here. Come on, pal. Papa needs a brand new thumbnail. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is BestInSlot, and welcome to a lovely brand new day in Jurassic World Evolution. On today's episode, we're going to move away from the first half of the park, the pre-chasm bit, and we're going to start working on post-chasm bit. And we're going to start building the most requested feature, I think, from the start, which is like a hybrid facility thingamajiggy. Now, I know some people aren't convinced by the hybrids, but one thing I really wanted to include was the Indominus Rex with a camouflage gene. So I've been having a little think about how we're going to do that. And we're going to build quite a big facility over here. My idea is we're going to have essentially a facility of two parts. There's going to be the front part where people will see maybe a normal Indominus Rex, and people will see maybe the Ankylodocus or a Stegoceratops, or maybe both living together, something like that, just to showcase what we're working on kind of thing. But at the back end, inaccessible by the normies, there will be another hidden section where they're developing like the Spinoraptor or the Camo Indominus Rex, all these things that are maybe being built more as weapons, on the Indoraptor being built as weapons, and that aren't ready to show to the public because it would kind of reveal military secrets or whatever it is the Jurassic World franchise is doing these days. So that's kind of the idea. Or maybe it's even just R&D and testing for stuff they want to show the public but isn't quite ready yet. So we've got like a secret section and then the more public, happy section over here on the left. So that's kind of what we're going to roll with. It's going to be fairly big, so it might be a double... It might be a... Just trying to think of what I'm going to do with the monorail. I do want a monorail coming across. It might be like a double episode project. We'll have to see. So let's try. It's going to take up about half the room. We're only going to get... We're really not going to have much room left after we've done this. But let's just get a path in so I kind of know what I'm dealing with. I'm thinking about... Now, it's going to have to be kind of hit by the chasm as well, isn't it? So we want to go straight. Like so. See, already that doesn't feel like enough room for what I want to do. I want to get buildings in there, and I want to get two different exhibits in. Nah, we're just going to make this big. Screw it. Why not? Live the dream. Nice and big and chunky, just how we like our lives. And we'll have it come up about from there. I don't want it to necessarily feel like this bit's been hit by the chasm. More so that... God, I hate these hills. Let me kill you, hill. Please let me kill you, hill. Look, you're a big old nerd bag there. Yeah, see? Got myself an inch there. And every inch is important. So yeah, this is going to be the whole research centre thingamajiggy over here. Let's get started with some of the dinosaurs nice and early, because these are dinosaurs that take a long time to breed. They like to take their time and chill. Tell you what. Let's swap numbers up to speed. I'm trying to remember, there is a precise combination of speed and capacity that increases. So at the moment, we can make 4 dinosaurs, right? So if we added another... Huh. Isn't 5 the quickest? Because I'm thinking, right, at the moment I've got 4 dinosaurs. Okay. If I add another slot, I lose 20% speed, but I also gain 25% speed. Because there's 4 slots and we're gaining another slot. That's a 25% increase. Huh. Anyways, we'll keep it like that. That only counts if you're making 5 dinosaurs out, and we don't tend to make 5 dinosaurs. We're going to make an Indominus Rex, we're going to make an Indominus Rex, we're going to make an Indoraptor, and we're going to make an Ankylodocus. Because I often neglect the Ankylodocus, because I hate it. So, we're just going to go for a default Indominus Rex for this first one. And this is going to be the one that the public sees, right? Nice default Indominus Rex. And then we're going to develop more the secret, dark, hidden one. So we're going to get... I was going to go for coastal, but we did coastal last time, so we'll go for rainforest. And we'll add the adaptive camouflage to that. Let's get ourselves an Indoraptor. Again, we'll just go... We always go default on the Indoraptor because all the other colours kind of suck. What is it? There's a white one, there's a green one, there's a blue one, there's an orange one, and there's a purple one. But they all kind of suck. Although green might look good. Let's go green. Screw it. Let's mix it up. At this point in time, Jurassic World doesn't exist. The Indoraptor is not established in the canon, right? They don't know what to expect. Maybe green is the default Indoraptor. They don't know. Humans don't know. And then Ankylodocus. We all got... Ankylodocus actually has some pretty cool skin patterns, but I can't remember which ones I like. So we'll probably end up making a few of these. I think Step's pretty cool. Step's got the stripes and stuff, right? Yeah. We'll go step. We're probably going to have more of those anyway. I just want to get some dinosaurs on the way. And these are all going to require names in the hybrid section of the QT down below in the description. So go check that out when you get the opportunity. Now, I'm not going to worry about this path too much at the moment. Obviously, this is probably not going to stay like this. At some point, we'll have to connect it with the rest of the park. I've put this path here because this path is basically how that path would have continued. You know, I kind of dragged it along like this, and it kind of matches up with that. So that's what that path would have looked like before it broke off. But there's no path connecting this area over here anyway, so... Right, let me have a little think about what we want this to look like. It's a shame there's this massive hill in the way, but it kind of builds like a natural boundary between the areas. So you'd have like some electrified concrete going across. No, it's going to have to be normal concrete. We don't like the lights. Probably about there. Would not be joined onto that. That makes no sense. Okay, so the front bit, this bit is the bit that the humans are going to see, and this bit at the back is the testing facility sort of shebang, where we're going to put the camo and we're going to put the probably the Indoraptor as well. So I kind of want this to feel a little bit more, I don't know, testy, basically. I'm a little worried that I'm playing with too little room here. Let's see what we can do. I don't know why for me testing facilities are always hexagons or octagons or something, but they are. It's science. Don't argue with science, okay? Snap. Snap! Pickled nerd. I know that snap is a bad thing, but we have to get over it, okay? Yes, everyone's dead. Thanos didn't mean it. He's trying to be a nice guy. He's just going the one way about it. Like all good villains. Some good villains. I wonder if any good villains are just like pure evil, basically. Because it's like, usually the definition of a good villain is someone who's kind of like flawed, but you can kind of see the reasoning behind their plan. Oh, I love that. I want to go down there. Look at it. It's just a big valley of trees and stuff. And I love trees and stuff. Trees and stuff is like two of my favourite things. So these need like viewing. Can I put one outside? That's all I wanted to check. Yes, good stuff. These need viewing platform sort of shebangs. It's always going to look a little weird because of this fence here and the chasm, but we have to build it as though the chasm doesn't exist. We have to build it as though the chasm popped in and caused damage, but didn't affect the building initially of areas like this. You know? You guys know. Okay, you're... That's I'm just looking at the shape of this thing and it's a disaster. Oh my god, no, senorita. No. What other building... Do we have a science building? Didn't I put one? Yeah, I've got a science center over there, so I want to do something different. Maybe the research center? Maybe maybe security center? Yeah, we'll go security center. That makes a lot of sense. I kind of want to get it in this gap here, but that might be optimistic, seemingly. I was really hoping I could squeeze it in there. Okay, we'll have to do it over here. That's really annoyed me. We'll have to think of a way to bring in this bit here. Although, again, it's kind of... We want this to kind of be overgrowing from the sides anyway, don't we? Like so. I think we'll leave the path for this. We're going to have it come out just a teeny... No, we're not. It's not going to come out at all. And then maybe what you'd have, right, so the chasm's here. That path would come down to about here, and then it would go across. So you'd have another path starting around here, right? And that would be the path that connects onto this tower, but it's been taken out by the chasm. You see? You see? Do you see? What's that from? Oh, South Park. Beautiful. B-E-A, beautiful. So that would not come down this far. Let's go straight across the bottom here. And then... Now how... That goes right. I'm gonna try to make it match the pattern on both sides. I can't see a bloody tree. Get out the way. You know I love you, tree. Why are you making it so hard to love you? And it comes out, and that's where it would stop right there. So it would come out and join in there, but it actually gets taken out by the chasm instead. And the trees! I'm trying to make trees spooky. I'm not sure it's working. So I think we also want to make this look a little... I kind of regret putting the path there. We want to make this look a little bit more secure and spooky and what have you. So we're going to put a big old fence down the middle first of all. Because I do want this to be two separate exhibits. And we'll put a gate in the middle. And the idea being, because this is going to be an Indominus Rex and an Indoraptor, so if you wanted to test their combat proficiency, you could unleash the gate and unleash them upon each other. Unleash the gate? Like, we're going to send a gate into battle? No. But like, you'd open the gate and you could have both dinosaurs walk through the middle and meet each other. And presumably rip each other to pieces. You'd also want the feeders to be in very obvious locations, because you're going to want to observe their feeding habits. So put those in the middle. And same with the water, you wouldn't really want it to be designy, you'd want it to be obvious, so. Something like that. There you go, little testing facility. We'll add some more details and stuff here in a second. I think maybe we can do the whole thing today. Let's have a little look. What have we got over here? Shapow! I misclicked. Shapow! There we go, good shabowing. Let's pop out you. Yeah, yeah, and you.
Adding to the list.
See that's a dino you send into battle, you know. I mean, you wouldn't if you were a logical human being and didn't like this whole dino as a weapon slant that the world is trying to take, because it's utterly bloody ridiculous. But other than that, that's a dino you send into battle. I do love the green. Oh, wasn't that effective for you though, was it, buddy? Good camouflage there, pal. Good camouflage. Alright, oh my god, my pocket's huge. Let's send the Indominus over there. And the I've not seen the Indoraptor in other colours for a long time. Because we never do it. We always make it the same colour because the other colours look better. But we're going to want a couple of Ankylodocuses, so we can get those on the go now. I'm thinking, no, maybe we want one Ankylodokus and two Stegoceratopses. I'm just trying to get all the hybrids in there. It's kind of like a showcase of what we can do, you know? So let's go for jungle, of course. We love the jungle pattern. And we also love... What else do we love? Well, nothing, because none of you liked this dinosaur at all. But we'll go for... Yeah, we'll go with that one. Oh, I didn't shoot the... Whoopsie daisy. Noble and majestic beast, if there ever was one. I wonder if you fly through trees with the Indominus collected, would it auto camouflage? Is it an automatic response by the cells when they detect certain light, or is it a thought process from the Indominus Rex that it needs to camouflage? That's interesting. I also don't know how chameleons do it. You have to Google that. Is it an automatic response? I know chameleons don't really camouflage per se the way people think they do. A lot of it's more of a emotional response, but whatever. I'm getting slightly off track there. Right, so let's just do some... We're going to get some heavy steel fence, and we're going to kind of put it around the outside just to kind of try to sell the whole... No. Okay. I want to get as close as I can. Right, that's as close as I can get. It's kind of cutting the exhibit in half, which is a shame. But I also think it's necessary to sell the kind of look we're going for here, so... Hey ho, what are you going to do? How did I even do that? It's a miraculous effort by me. How did I put that one there? That's blowing my mind. It really is. Right, let's kill the trees because I can't see what the hell is going on. Be gone, tree thought. Okay. It's weird, you can't manually put that one there, but if you go from here and then try to drop down, because it can't connect to the fence here, but it can connect to the fence there, you can do it. It's the only way to do it. But it does work. Are we done, Mr. Indo? We are done, Mr. Indo. Come on, buddy boy. Let's get you shipped over. To hybrid testing facility. I just think if you only have one fence, it just doesn't look spooky enough. You know how I love my spookiness. So we're just going to do this on both sides, just to up the ante a little bit. It's a shame we can't do electric. It's actually a big shame we literally just can't use electric fences, because they ruin the whole abandoned look entirely. It's not your fault, electric fence. I still love you, and I would use you if I could. Please don't think I don't love you, because I do. It's crazy how that just works every single time. I already think that's looking better, though. And of course, we'll put the trees back in. I just need to be able to see what the hell I'm doing. Pew! Is there anyone out there who gets offended when I say, like, what the hell I'm doing? I can imagine if you're, like, a little bit religious, maybe that's more of, like, a trigger. I don't know. I never really thought about that. Because it's such a nothingness to me. But I understand how it would be to some people. Not that I'd be willing to change it, don't get me wrong. It's more a case of, it's just interesting to learn what affects certain people in certain ways, kind of thing. Oh, no, 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 senorita. There you go. Okay, yeah, toughened it up a little bit. We're going to put a little bit more in as well. I really wasn't intending to do both halves of this today, but we'll just do this one today. We'll just focus on this. How else would you make this into... Oh, it's a little bit lopsided, isn't it? Well, the Indominus Rex would have more room than the Indoraptor. Am I okay with this? I strongly suspect I'm not okay with this. Although, if I don't look at it, I won't notice. That's a good theory. Let's go with that theory. Right, we need trees. And again, I think you'd go... I mean, naturally, you'd have quite a lot of trees in these exhibits, because you're testing out their... With the Indominus in particular, right? We're trying to test out its camo ability. With the Indoraptor as well, even to an extent, you'd maybe want the middle portions to be more clear, so you can see in. Something like that. Oh, where's he off to? This is the one problem with trying to take a screenshot for your thumbnail of the Camo Indominus Rex. Oddly enough, it's quite hard to see sometimes. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Over here. Come on, pal. Papa needs a brand new thumbnail. Oh, Papa's gonna get his thumbnail. Papa's gonna get his thumbnail. There, go. Pause. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's a start. It's a start. What else do you think they're keeping on InGen's list, eh? This was not on InGen's list. I suppose it was. Well, it was on Masrani's list, actually. There we go. I love it when you can kind of see the default colours sort of coming through at the back, you know? Oh, there we goes. Yeah, cool. Very cool. So yeah, we're going to go heavy on the trees at the bottom. And then less in the middle. We can say something like... I know we're trying to go for this sort of overgrown abandoned look, but if we say something like... they've kind of salted the soil or something. I don't know what you do to stop trees growing. Probably not salt, but whatever. They've done something to the soil that kind of prevents growth. And that's why, even though the park is kind of overgrowing in general and being taken over by nature, that specific area does not overgrow, kind of thing. I don't mind the green one. My only problem, honestly, with the Indoraptor skins is they're a little bit boring. I really just wanted a white one. I don't understand why we have a black Indominus Rex and not a white Indoraptor. It boggles my mind. My mind is easily boggled, I will admit, but still. Look at them so close to each other. It's good. That's another good reason to keep this one as black, because it kind of puts them together. So, right, we're going to keep this a fairly short episode, because I don't think we've got enough time to build this as well today. But in the next episode, we'll build the front half of our little facility here. We'll kind of just keep messing around the fence. I'm going to probably add a little bit more fencing around here. I might move the path back and double fence around here as well. I don't know, something else to make it look a little bit tougher, but it's okay for now. It looks like a testing facility sort of shebang. And then you'd have the public area here. Maybe even, what I'd like to do is actually bring in like a hatchery or like a pathing system from here to here. Kind of a way like, you know, you've tested out these dinosaurs and then without... You don't want to like shoot them and drag them over. You just kind of want to funnel them over to the correct direction, kind of thing. That's not a bad idea. Quite like that. Another thing people have suggested, which we're going to implement right now, is goats. Goats in the wild. So we're just going to put these little goat feeders every now and again, hidden away, and just let the goats kind of roam free in the park. That's not a good location right there, because they would, right? They just would. You know, you'd have goat feeders that kind of supply the carnivores, and then when those goat feeders go mad and they break, and everything else in the park ceases to function, the goats would take over the park. The goats are the real heroes of Jurassic Park. I've always believed that. Where are you, Indom? You're the one I want to keep an eye on here. So the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor both need a name, ladies and gentlemen. Please do let me know in the comments. Oh, you're so pretty. I love this. This may be my single favourite skin in the entire game. I absolutely love it. Music is totally not appropriate. But there we go. There's our camo Indominus Rex and our green Indoraptor. If you have any ideas about what else we should do in this kind of area, I would still like to... We're definitely going to buff it up with a bit more fencing, actually. So, probably from about here. How is that possibly obstructed when I just clicked behind you and it works fine? Right, that's why. Okay. Let's drag that over there. And drag you down. And you'd want to kind of do it around the path because we're trying to conserve space, basically. I think we also... I don't know, how are we going to access this? Maybe like a little side tunnel? Oh, do I want to bend this? I love that. I don't know why that makes me so happy, but that makes me so happy. I'm very proud of myself right now. That needs to be a little bit longer if we're going to do it there as well. Oh, no. Gone too far. It's broken. Okay. Well, I can fix that later. That's the problem with the curves. But they look great. I don't know. How do we access this? I was thinking what we'd have is the monorail station that would come over here, basically. Land here, and then you'd have a further monorail stop. So basically, all the visitors would get on the monorail. They'd get off here. They'd go through the facility. They'd be told to get off, basically. Or even, you'd have like a separate monorail cart. So that would be at the front, right? So everyone comes here. Everyone just gets off the monorail. It's the last stop as far as they know. And then the extra monorail cart at the front goes a little bit further forward and drops people off within the testing facility. So maybe there's a station here and there's a station like here as well. You'd have two stations. And that would make this feel more like a little mini work village kind of thing, which is probably a good kind of feeling to go for. So I think that's what we'll do. Monorail. Don't know why it's a monorail. Oh, right. The feeder has betrayed me. All I did was love guests. Okay, I want to get that a nice, good, solid angle. Beautiful. Right in there. Trying to conserve space a little bit. But I don't want it too close to the... If it looks too close to the chasm, it kind of looks like it's taking into account the chasm, right? Which is not what I want. But no, maybe it just looked out. That's fine. Because I don't like that positioning at all. Okay, rotate. Right there. You could even have a monorail path going over the chasm, right? Like, maybe like it's heading back towards the start of the park, and then it just stops. Never mind gets destroyed, that one just stops full on. Like, the entire back end of it just collapsed into the ground, basically. So we'd maybe clear some trees underneath this as well. It'd be really, really nice to be able to have, like, a little bit of debris under there, you know? But it's just, this would be the monorail. Basically, so it would be a complete loop. Like, by the time this is connected over there, this would loop back over here and connect on to maybe the entrance or in here somewhere, or there was another monorail station that's been just lost, or maybe it even goes off into the rest of the park, you know, goes over the hills and stuff like that, but we'll never know. Because it's dead! Sorry. Right. So yeah, we'll continue work on that in the next episode. We'll finish off this whole testing facility. We'll bring in the other Indominus Rex. We'll bring in the Stegoceratopses. We'll bring in the Ankylodocus. Until then, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor both need a nickety name. And leave that in the QT, which is in the description down below. Until then, thank you very much for joining me, as per usual. I will see you lovely folks next time. No storms today, disappointingly, but that means we should go on the next episode. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. A little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.